Hi, good evening, everybody. This is your girl Aquarius Empress. Thought I'd go live. It's been a minute since I've been on TikTok. Um, or since I've been live, period. It's been a minute since I've been live. I was practicing my cards. As y'all know, I have been reading, but I haven't been professional like this. I haven't been professional quite like this. I'm new to social media and going live. So all of y'all have been so patient with me, so kind. I've had my ups and my downs, but I wanted to come on here, do some collective reading, get the blood flowing, the juices flowing, since it's been such a long time since I've gone live. Clear the energy in my home. I've got my incense burning, my camphor. Hope you can clear out your energy. Come and be my guest. Let's do some energy clearing. Oh, that feels good. Ooh. All right. So if you've been to my lives before, or if you haven't, welcome. I should tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Aquarius Empress. Ooh, got cards popping. I am an amateur astrologist and an intermediate card reader. I've been doing it for family and friends since my teenage years. But professionally, like going on social media, it's just been since September. I looked at TikTok and saw the news and it said like TikTok is going to be shutting down. And a good friend of mine, spiritually gifted, I think 1217 is her numbers, her call numbers. She's here on TikTok. She was like, you need to get on TikTok. Your readings are good. And if TikTok is closing, it's like, it gave me the liquid courage, I guess. It gave me the chutzpah to say, you know what, why not? Why not me? Why not try it? Why not read for people? What are we going to do when TikTok closes? Nobody has really told me. I've seen this Lemonade, website, and I'm setting up my YouTube. It's like, I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. Your girl is just learning how to use social media. Welcome to my page. But I just wanted to do some collective. I hope y'all are feeling my energy. If you're passing through, if you're scrolling, wait. No, I'm playing with you. I'm definitely going to do the little dance. But I'm definitely going to do some collective readings. Let me just get my cards warmed up. Okay, so I think Spirit is saying this is enough. Just when I said that. Okay. So I've started with my Goddess Oracle, and I'm going to layer it. Ooh, quite a bit of cards here. Okay. Focused intention will bring prosperity. Okay. Let me not get ahead of myself. So we're going to start off with our Goddess Oracle cards. Feminine, divine feminine. If you're drawn to me right now, you are in a divine feminine space. Okay? I myself am a twin flame. I've been through the twin flame journey. I'm united with my twin flame. And that is very rare because usually we continue to just run or chase. But him and I finally broke out of that cycle. We had to do deep spiritual work. So I can let y'all into some of that drama a little later. But if you're coming to me right now, please know that you're in your divine feminine era, because the cards that I just pulled, it ain't for everybody. It's for you. Okay? So first things first, I got Mauve. And she's asking you to honor the cycles of your body. Ooh, 1111 just popped up from a notification from YouTube. It's 9:08 where I'm at, but 1111 just jumped out. So again, I'm talking to divine feminines who are in the twin flame journey. If you don't know that you're in the twin flame journey, anybody drawn to me right now at this moment is in a twin flame journey. So we've got Cycles and Rhythms by Mauve. I know it's backwards. In the recent past, your emotions have been cylindrical. You can almost, like clockwork, guess what cycle you're in your emotions. If you start off angry, and then that anger turns into depression, and the depression turns into mania, it's like, or whatever. If it's just grumpy, you get up in the morning, and it's every morning, it's like, I barely feel like I want to get out of bed. I'm still sleepy when I wake up. There's something going on with your cycles and your rhythms of your body. And Mauve is asking you to connect with Mother Nature, with water. There's a watery, I've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy going on. And you're starting to understand these cycles. You're starting to actually examine them instead of just ignoring them. Instead of just saying, you know what, it's just a bad day or just a bad week, or I had a disappointment, so it made me feel this way. Hey, Shannon, good to see you. And this is divinely inspired because you're getting closer to your divine counterpart. If you are not in relationship with them right now, this reading in particular is helping you to understand that the cycles that you're going through is to help activate your feminine fully. So there may be something going on where you've been denying yourself your feminine energy, denying the ability to receive your magic, to be able to pull towards you what you want from your life. You may have been very active, very in your masculine, compensating for your masculine counterpart. And Pele comes next. There's a certain kind of explosive energy with Pele, divine passion, divine passion. Again, I was talking about being in your divine feminine. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? There's something inside of you, I'm feeling it, that really does want to connect to your feminine and not be afraid of it. Not to listen to the mainstream ideology, the brainwashing about having to be dainty or submissive. That's not necessarily the divine feminine. I'm not going to cast any judgment to my counterparts, my queens out there that are submissive. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you are protected, as long as he gives you a reason to be submissive. But for the divine feminine, sometimes you're called to activate passionately and to asymmetrically balance your partner depending on what type of twin flame journey you're on, based on your northern node. And something's going on where your cycles might be off. It could be your menstrual cycle, it could be your mood swings, but you're being highlighted by it, and it's bringing forth a passion for you to learn more about your femininity. I said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and again, even with this lava flow, this is still scorpionic. This is still giving water, even fiery hot water, boiling water. The flavor of water is the temperature, and this is hot. So these cycles that you've been going through is to create tension, to create attention, because where you place your attention is where you manifest. It's what you bring to life. In your body is being activated. Your spirit guides are trying to get you to focus on the specialness of being feminine, the specialness of the divine feminine journey, and how we have to heal and then provide the healing for our partner. And I'm not here to reconstruct gender roles. I'm not. I'm here to tell you that if you are with your twin flame and they are wounded, they will need you to give them the attention, the space. Sometimes your twin flame needs you to step away. Sometimes your twin flame needs you to go a little further than you would for the average Joe. Like, hey, wait a minute, he's not pulling his weight. You've got to trust and believe in something deeper. Sometimes you have to do it blindfolded. Sometimes you have to do it, deaf, mute. And in that divine feminine role as a twin flame, it's very vulnerable. So something is being activated. And the next card I get is Archangel Michael. And it's telling you you can do it. I know it's backwards. You're needing some encouragement right now, because you may be feeling like your twin flame journey is wearing you out. You may have thought that these emotional cycles that you were going through was countering or maybe counterintuitive to what you're doing, saying, wait a minute, I must be doing something wrong if I'm constantly having insomnia. If I'm constantly having mood swings, I must be doing something wrong. And it's that you're being asked to pay attention to what your twin flame really needs, not what you want to give them. That's why your cycles are being activated. Your feminine energy is being activated because you might inherently want to pursue and do things a certain way. You might say, I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to settle down. So I was brought up to, make him the special food or wear the special cologne or perfume or persuade him into doing it. And then all of a sudden things are not working out right. Or maybe you are raised opposite, like you have to force a man, you have to get on his level, you have to, become the leader to tell him what to do, and everything's not working out. It's because your feminine is off. In reality, though we can be very cordial and accommodating, feminine energy is destructive. Feminine energy breaks things down. It doesn't just cocoon things. It doesn't just, bring life into the world. Decay and chaos is feminine. And so wherever you are on the spectrum of what it means, Spirit is asking you to redefine your feminine. Start investigating what feminine energy really is beyond this kind of motherly, gingerly, kind, accommodating energy, which is all nice. It's very nice, but it's more like decorative. It's more like the sprinkles on top. You're going to have to dig down and know when it's Kali time, Kali, where it's time to be destructive and just let loose feminine rage, or when it's time to be more Una, which is easy does it. Go with the flow. Let him do as he needs to do to learn, to fuck up. So let's keep going. Again, you're getting encouragement from Archangel Michael. You're getting protection. We have now, this was the recent past, right? We're moving into the present. Right now, I got 2 cards about purification and your sensitive energy right now. Literally, I got Coventina, and I got White Terra. And literally on the card, Coventina says, it's time for a cleansing, detoxing of your body and your mind. And then White Tara says sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environment, situations, and chemicals. So if we were to look at the instructions of this card, if you're going through a shift and you're being encouraged, right? Your moods are shifting. If it's hormonal, if it's emotional, if it's psychological, if it's ego, whatever it is, whatever's winding up right now, because Mars is about to go retrograde in Leo, which means drama. Every minor inconvenience, every opportunity to have a conflict is going to pop up. It's going to pop up. Then it's going to be opposition to Pluto. Pluto being one of the most powerful feminine planets, ruled by Scorpio, another water sign. So you're going to have fire and water opposing themselves. Oh my God, that's what this is. Fire, Pele, water, Mave, opposing. They're asking you to be gentle, to be careful with what you eat and drink, to be careful about making sure that you purify your mind and thoughts, and that keep your head optimistic. One of the most important things you can do in life is to protect the way you're thinking. If I fixated on, let's say something trivial, well, I guess it's not trivial, but minor, outside of the twin flame journey. Let's say I focused on my views, my likes, things that are just, one day I might have 100 people on my live, and the next day I might have 3. And if I kept getting bent out of shape and speaking poorly to myself, I don't even want to say negative words, but I want to give you an example. I hate this. This is terrible. I'm never going to make it. Things like that. We gonna let that go. But if you keep doing that, you're going to poison yourself. And you must keep a clear mind, a clear spirit. That's what Spirit is starting us off with this reading. It's so important for you to think thoughts that rebuild, that build you up. You're not just blowing smoke. You're literally speaking your manifestations in the moment. I am successful. How do I know I'm successful? Because I'm doing it. I got on the live. Before September, I never wanted to get on a live. I was too shy. I was too frightened. I was too overwhelmed at the thought of, what is everybody going to think? What am I going to do? I have a husband, and everything just finally got really good with me and him. I just want to focus on that. But I'm called to do what my spirit needs to do to help my sisters, to help other women who are on the twin flame journey or who are just trying to live and exist and need guidance. Now, the twin flame journey is very sensitive for me, but I was called to action. So I have to be sensitive. I have to think purely. And you're being called to do the same thing on a collective level. If you look at their headdresses, right? Look, they both have the illumination behind them, the intention. They're both called by God. And in these modern days, we call them star seeds, you know, indigo children. If you look at my other cards, they don't have that illumination behind them. They just don't. But for this near future, you're being called to action. You can see the identical nature of these cards. As different as they are, there's also similarities. I love that. There's peace to be found coming forward if you start maintaining attention on what you eat, what you think, more importantly, what you feel, and realign yourself with positivity when you start feeling like I can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Literally, this card came up. Yes, you can. You're protected. Call on Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael to the front. Archangel Michael to the back. Archangel Michael above. Archangel Michael below. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Everywhere I go. That's how we call on Archangel Michael. And he comes and he protects you. Like a ninja, these angels. They don't play. They don't play. So, having said that, encouraging you, reminding you to protect your energy, our final information here. And if we look, as much as these two cards have differences, Abuntia and Diana, they both have their arms full. They're weapons of choice. Abuntia is prosperity. Prosperity. You're not going to mess with Abuntia. Abuntia. Yeah, Abuntia. I've always pronounced it incorrectly. She's telling you, this is all I've got is prosperity. You ain't going to come and mess up my day. You ain't going to come mess up my day. Some hater want to come along and step on your toes. You going to say, thank you for reminding me how much I love these shoes. You don't have to wish them well. Thank you for reminding me how much I love these shoes. You're not going to make me get upset. You're going to make me remember that I love these shoes, so I'm not going to kick your ass in them. And you fall back in love with your shoes. It isn't about them. People will try to mess your day up, especially starting this week. Mars is going retrograde. I'm trying to warn y'all right now. And you do not want to be taken off your track of prosperity. Okay? A bunch of you. And focused intention. So as much as I'm being silly right now, please know that your very prosperity will rely on your focused intentions. Don't get knocked off track. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving it. Okay? So that's going to be, I would give this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, literally. Today is Wednesday. By next Wednesday, you're going to get some very fortunate news. Let's get the details of what's going on with my collective. Now that we're done talking to, just our twin flame or our divine feminine, because that was intensely brought to the forefront. Let's see what are the details? What's the good news? Oh my goodness. So I got the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Ooh. Looks like there may be some mysteries or some secrets that are going to be revealed, or you're going to be put in a position to have to see if you can hold water, if you can hold your tongue, if you can bring the mystery. The High Priestess, as much as the Empress, I named myself Aquarius Empress, gets the accolade for the flow. Ooh, got the World card. The beauty, bringing forth life. The sex appeal is the High Priestess because she's so mysterious. She's mysterious. She knows all the answers and she don't say anything because she doesn't have to. That wisdom is not arrogant. That wisdom is not ego. She has these flirtatious eyes because she can see right through you. She knows how to tantalize you without having to make flowers grow and sweet smells. I love the Empress. Trust me, I do. She's beautiful. She's giving. But the High Priestess, she's water energy again. She's Cancer. She's Taurus. She's Pisces. She's that slow mystery. Taurus because she's the number 2. Not because she's so earthy, but she's the number 2 if you do numerology. 7 of Swords. Okay. So secrets. Just that's what I said about the High Priestess first. 7 of Swords. That's Aquarius energy. Ooh. Okay, Spirit. Too many cards fell out. Okay, hold on. Okay, so these are all reverse cards. And I got the 8 of Coins fell out by itself. I'm going to sit those back in. I got 3 cards. That's a little too much for me, Spirit. Let me keep shuffling. And we're going to go over the details of this next week. Looks like there's definitely some mystery, some secrets that you may have to keep. Or you might hear about. You might hear about some divine mystery. Spirit wants you to be in the loop about something. You've ascended to a certain level where you can be trusted. You can trust yourself. I don't know if you've been working on your self-trust, keeping a diary, but there is some definite secrets here. Welcome, Sammy. Welcome, everyone, to the live. Princess. Spirit, are there any more cards we want to add to this reading? Oh, there we go. Just when I said it. It landed on the High Priestess, the 7 of Cups. Ooh, yeah, you're going to have to be choosy. There's some internal choices going on. Internal choices that you may have to keep to yourself, or you're just mulling things over. Now that you're tapping into your divine feminine, you're really going to let that guidance flow. Okay, this will be, Queen of Cups. We started off talking about water, and I'm back to it. Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. She also came with the 6 of Cups. So it looks like to me with the 6 of Swords also. Again, Scorpio energy down here. Aquarius energy. Gemini. Sagittarius. There is a knowing that a choice has to be made. A choice that you might have to make in secret. A choice that you may need to make in private, or a choice you may need to make with your intuition. And that's why your feminine energy is being activated. You cannot just make it outright with your ego, with your personality. You know, I've become so smart. I've become so wise. I can just direct my life how I like. You're not being called for that. The energy of Mars, of fire, is going to be challenged for the next 30 days up until the beginning of January. And then when we get a break, I believe like the end of February, that retrograde happens again in Mars. So our feminine, our Taurus, our Venus energy is being activated right now. And you're being asked to be mature, to call upon the wisdom of what you've learned, the totality of it. The World card is our fixed signs. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, but it represents standing on your ground, knowing that you've ascended in life because of all of the trials and tribulations, and now it's carried you to a certain position. Spirit is now, with these 2 major arcana, telling you you can trust yourself with your wisdom. Look at these 2 women. They're both cloaked. They're both in a protective stance. You have information and wisdom that you've been blessed with through learning, through loyalty, through protection from silence, being silent. And now you need to make your choices based on what you know that other people don't know. How did she do that? How does she know that? Well, because you know about the power of your ancestors. You know about the power of Florida water and spiritual hygiene. You know about what your crystals do. You know how to activate and put that money underneath the sole of your shoe when you walk around. You know these secrets. And you don't have to share them. You're not being asked to share them. You're being asked to listen to them. There's going to be someone in your life Looks like air sign energy. I'm getting Aquarius and Gemini energy, so I'll throw Libra in there, but I'm really getting Aquarius and Gemini. There's going to be some gossip, some talk. Somebody really wanted to see you fail. I've got the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Swords upside down, which is a betrayal card. It's a Gemini card. And I see the 6 of Swords. They wanted to see you fail and get up and leave. That's what they're anticipating for you. There might be a situation at work. There might be a situation at home where somebody thought, if I create an atmosphere that makes her so uncomfortable, him or her so uncomfortable, I'm going to get them to leave. I won't have to leave. The trash will take out themselves. That's what they're saying. But little do they know, you've got that intuition. You've got that inner ear. You've been paying attention. You've been paying attention to all the signs. You ain't been paying attention to what people been saying. You've been paying attention to what you've been saying. Your inner authority, your inner ear. And you're working on your self-mastery. There is some sort of mastery, some sort of grand scheme and congratulations or reward that you're entitled to. I have 6-6 and 8-8. If that means into anything to anybody. The 66 year, 88, someone born in 88. 6 months, 6 days, 8 months, 8 days, but 66 and 88, back to back, 2 6s, 2 8s. These are mastery numbers. There's something that you are going to put your name on. You're so good at it. And people have been trying to prevent you. They've been sending you mental attacks. Spiritual and mental attacks to try to get you to stop, to postpone you. But with this 8 of Pentacles upright, you are supposed to perfect your skill. Whether you are a reader like I am, because I have the Queen of Cups, and she's about emotionality, intuition, psychic ability. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or you're a craftsman. You make things. You sell things. Do not give up. It's about to get heavy the next 7 days. The middle of the week, I'm talking about from Wednesday to Wednesday. So the middle would be like what, Sunday? That's a Sun is Leo. Leo's going to be in Mars, or Mars is in Leo retrograde. Yeah, Sunday's going to be a rough day. People are going to be talking shit. They're going to try you. You might even get something in an email because I got the 8 of Wands. You might get some mail. Somebody is trying you. Don't buy into it. Trust your intuition. If your ancestors and your intuition told you to do it, do it. Somebody else on the earthly plane is like, don't do that. Talking shit, you can't do that. You're never going to make that work. We won't allow you. Don't listen to them. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is what's gotten you to this world card. It's what's gotten you this far. It's what's helped you made your decisions in the past. You're looking to be this Queen of Cups with this 6 of Cups. You're looking to be peaceful. Reminiscing on a peaceful life, a peaceful past, a childlike innocence, a happiness. You just want to sit back, read books, and smell flowers. That's the life you're supposed to have. Eager and active in your imagination, in your creative space. Protecting your inner child. This is you reconnecting with your inner child. That's you reconnecting with your inner child through this Queen of Cups. And loving yourself. Having fond memories. Not thinking on the past and negativity that someone might be trying to keep you in. There's going to be a sudden change with these 2 8s. We got 8-8. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Somebody, you're suddenly going to start getting orders. Orders are going to come in. If you own a business, if you're a reader, if you're a salesperson, if you're a baker, something that you put your name on. That's your page, your business, your tailor, whatever you do custom. You're gonna suddenly start getting requests by the end of the week, next Wednesday. Be ready for that, because that landed right on top of Abuntia. And Abuntia is right next to, Abuntia, wherever you pronounce it, is right next to Diana. And the name Diana means one who is dear to her people. So your people, your collective, your soul tribe is going to start putting in orders. You just need to stay focused. Don't close your doors. Don't decide I'm not going to post. I'm not going to put energy into my hobbies, my habits. It's time for you to go full steam. This is your green light. If you were looking for a sign, this is it. If things have started to get tough, to lull out, where your cycles are just off, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you're not feeling well, and you're thinking, I must have done something. Somebody must have cursed me. Someone must have done work on me. No, they didn't. They didn't. Spirit is activating your divine feminine. Your divine feminine. And ascension symptoms are normal. So please know, if you were discouraged and feeling like I'm on the wrong path, you are not. Heavy on the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But I did get Aquarius and Gemini. I felt like that represented more the gossip or the psychic attack, the mental attack that might be going on. Oh, wow. Thank you. What is that? Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. That was cool. Thank you. I hope that resonated. Yeah, it's your time to shine, my collective. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, I love this. All right, so let's do another reading. I'm not going to stay on super late tonight. I was called by Spirit to come and start sharing some information. No, I gotta walk my talk also. I can't tell y'all to go out there and take a leap of faith and then I don't, because I'm such an introvert. I'm so shy. Oh, look at this card was upside down. I have Vesta, the home card. Look at that. And then on top of that, I put the wrong cards. Look, I'm going to show you the deck that I'm shuffling, right? This one. This is my Goddess Oracle cards. And I'm shuffling it. And my Archangel Michael Ascended Master cards were inside of that deck. So, all right, hold on. Vesta came up. So if anybody's working from home, is looking for a new home, is considering moving, having issues with the home, your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change of occupants. So there might be some people coming and going, people visiting. It's the holiday season, right? But things are improving. If you were like, oh, I don't want to move, or you are trying to move, something beneficial is about to happen pertaining to that. Either the person that needs to leave is going to go, or you are. And you're going to be much happier than you could have ever thought. You might have had so much worry about it. Don't worry. But with these cards that just surprised me, I got Hina, the Freedom card. And I got see the other person's point of view. How to pronounce that? Avalokitesvara. Avalokitesvara. Hey. Okay? We're going to read the definitions of these cards because for me to mix my cards together, I don't do that. I got Krishna, and Krishna is saying, find the blessing in the current situation. And mother, wife, sister, daughter with Lady Nada. So my first impression, Spirit is telling me to read the book. Don't give my impression. I just want to give my impression, please. Just a little bit. Okay, hold on. Okay, look. Krishna and this other gentleman, I love the way the stance is in these cards. They just look like a pair to me, you know, like red pill, blue pill. And it says, see the other person's point of view and find the current blessing in a situation. So that's all I'm going to say, Spirit. Goodness. Okay, don't fuss me out. I just felt like that was really interesting. I like observing the cards. But, you know, Spirit fusses me out. Just read the card. Give me the screen beans. Just give me the screen beans. But, okay, so let me stop. All right, so let's see. Freedom. Oh, Vesta was our first card, wasn't it? Let's read Vesta first. All right, my bad. Listen, y'all may think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'll be wanting to do one thing, and Spirit will tell me to do another thing. I don't know can I get an amen from somebody? Thank you for all the likes. If you're feeling what I'm saying, thank you for the likes, Trisha. I'll be wanting to do one thing. Spirit want me to do something else. So Spirit told me to read Vesta. Like first came first, okay? So Vesta, here we go. I'm going to pull it up in the book. She came from the Goddess Oracle cards. So let's start with that. Thank you so much for the likes, y'all. Vesta's in the back. T-U-V. I got to do my alphabet. There we go. Vesta. All right. So we're going to read it. It's a good, healthy amount here. Thank you for the likes, y'all. So your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change of occupants. Message from Vesta. There's an undying flame within your soul. Ooh. And it's the light and seed and spark of your consciousness. Your outer world reflects your inner world. Take a look around your home. Oh, does it reflect warmth? If not, this is easily remedied and oh so important to do. It's a simple task of using your creative imagination to add warm energy to your household, such as lighting the fireplace or some candles, adding cozy blankets and pillows, or displaying greeting cards and fresh flowers. Okay, so let's pause for a minute, because the small definition on the card said a healthy change of occupants or change of residence. The definition in the book, which is why Spirit wanted me to read it, because it's been a minute since I read it, is saying that you can change the outcome of your life by the way your house looks. And that's a lot of feng shui. You know, Vesta is Greek. Vesta is Greek. She's the goddess, the asteroid they named after Vesta, but she's the goddess of the hearth. Vestal virgins were the virgins that took care of the temple. They were maidens that were never touched, and they took care of the temple, and it was pristine. They made everything beautiful and graceful. And so that's what I know myself, but I didn't bring it up. Here I am looking in the book, which I should have, and it's saying it's time for you to adjust your house. So right on time, as Spirit always is, it's saying put that log in the fireplace. Light some candles. If you have a fire pit in your backyard that you've left dusty and rusty all summer, it's time to light the fireplace. You need to remember your own warmth, your own spark, your own divine feminine, what you were really created to be. You weren't created to be a doormat, an ornament. You were created to bring light and beauty to the surroundings. You are the art. You are the magic. It's right in your gut. Again, I'm pointing to my gut here. You are the magic, and that's what Vesta wants to remind you. Let's get back to it. By warming up your outer world, your home, your environment, your inner flame responds to meet it. Child. This increases your energy level. I was just telling y'all before, if you've been feeling like you couldn't sleep, you've had insomnia, you can't eat, like things are off. Changing your outer world, remembering what you can control, what you can do, will remind you who you are and how you can control yourself. By warming up your outer world, your inner flame responds to meet it. This increases your energy level, which will automatically shift all outward appearances towards the better. Watch how these simple steps recharge the flame within every one of your households, within everyone in your household. Okay, I get that. This flame cleanses away negativity and brings in the new with vigor and irresistible invitation. So basically, I'm just interpreting because there's a little bit more. Basically, it's time for you, if you didn't feel like busting out the Christmas tree, I don't know if you believe in Christmas, or if you didn't feel like getting them candles to light them, it's time. You need flame. You need not them plastic candles. And if that's all you can have because you live in a certain place where you've got to get someplace where you can light a flame, because you need to be reminded. You need to be reminded of the natural energy inside of you, the electricity that keeps your heart beating, the heat of your chakras, of your heart, of your blood. You've got to be reminded of it. So whatever you can do to enliven your space, whether it's make your bed, whether it's add cinnamon sticks around the house so you can smell them. You can burn a cinnamon stick, but you got to be reminded that you ultimately are that flame. Look what I do to my cinnamon sticks. We're going to light it on fire. Remember who you are. Like Mufasa said, you are my son and the one true king. He had to tell him. He had to look outward. Simba had to look up at the stars to remember who he was. Okay. My little filter. So let's see here. Various meanings of this card. You're moving to a new home. Again, that was one. You've just moved. A new person is moving in. Someone is moving out. There is increased romance or harmony in your home. Okay. A problem with neighbors is resolving. Ain't nothing like trifling neighbors. Let me stop. Clear the space in your home. Remodel. And know that your home is safe and protected. That's a special message for somebody. Remembering what's going on the outside will enliven what's really going on the inside of you. It is important. It is important that your room is clean. You know how you have to argue with your preteens or your teenagers? It is important because what it is on the outside is a reflection of you on the inside, whether you like it or not. You can say, no, it's not. I'm a genius. I need a mess. I need to be able to find my stuff. That's good. I'm not asking you to be a neat freak. I'm asking you to be inspired. Make piles of what you need to get done. Be inspired about how much control you actually have. How you can close your mouth and be that high priestess that came up first, because I put that card away. I was about to put the whole reading away, but these cards were mixed up from different decks. I was being reminded that this is why that intuition is growing strong in you. You've been trusted with some sacred knowledge, and the more you can control this and these, the more powerful you become. Silence is protection. Silence is power. Silence is sexy. It's a power. I remember when I first learned what sexy really meant. It's not just being cute. It's that control. Lastly, about Vesta. Vesta is the Roman goddess. I thought she was Greek, but it says she's Roman. But you know, everybody borrowing from everybody. But Roman goddess of home and hearth. Vesta is a fire goddess who brings warmth to households, both as a temperature and as an emotion. In ancient Rome, a temple in her honor bore a flame that burned continually. Call upon Vesta to oversee any changes you'd like to make in your living situation. All right. We're calling on Vesta. We're calling on Vesta because we want peace. We want to be reminded of our divine spark. So that was the only card that I got from the Goddess Oracle. The rest of them are going to be my Ascendant Masters because they got mixed into my Goddess Oracle cards. So thank you, Vesta. First card is Freedom. Hina. She's a Hawaiian moon goddess. And before I open my mouth, I'm going to read the book. We having a sit down. This is like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood where, hi, boys and girls, men and women. We're going to sit down. I'm playing with you. We're going to read today. Spirit told me to settle down and just read the book. So that's what we're going to do. Aquarius Empress is going to just read the book. We'll have a story time. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I need to go see. Do people do lives like that where we just sit and read to each other? I feel like it's nice. I don't know if you guys like it. I like it. All right. Well, thank you for the likes. And I'm at 3,000 likes. That's amazing. Thank you. Okay. If we get to hold on. I got to challenge y'all. If we get to 10,000 likes, I will give a full free reading. I'm going to bust out all the cards. So if y'all want a free, it is nice. You see that, Trisha? I like it. If we get to 10,000 likes before the live is over, I'll do a free full reading. But yeah, so let's read. So here is Hina, the Hawaiian moon goddess. And it says, walk away from restrictions and be free. You have the power and the right to change your life so that you experience more freedom. This card signifies that your soul is crying out for more freedom, especially as it involves your life purpose. Okay, so if you were here at the beginning of the reading, I got a fire and water card. I got Pele, a Hawaiian volcanic goddess, totally different ascendant master, and I got Mave, about water and cycles and rivers. So I'm going again. I got a Hawaiian moon goddess. I got a fire goddess of the hearth. The moon goddess, of course, is water. We got the volcanic water, which is Scorpio. We got the moon water, which is Cancer. We had the What do we have? The Mauve was water. She's more of a Pisces. So all the water signs are covered. This hearth, I'm getting Aries for Vesta. I'm not getting Leo. I'm getting dedication and focus and changing the atmosphere. But Leo is known for warming up a cool space, you know? So, hey, our fire is getting covered here. Aries, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is about changing your life, wanting freedom. Something about if you are a homebody or you desire to be more of a homebody, it's time for you to turn your home into a temple. A real opportunity for you to unlimit your mind and seek the freedom that your spirit is really looking for. It's not about running down the street or getting away from your responsibilities. It's about knowing that at any time you could cancel Christmas if you wanted to. You are not held back. It doesn't matter if you leave your house or you don't. You get to make your own decisions and you get to stick with it. From the story that okay, spirit, I won't talk about the story. I'll read it. So let me keep going. Perhaps it's time to take a break so that you can think clearly about your desires and available options. The universe always supports the desire for expansion, creativity, and freedom. Say yes to freedom and the universe will say yes to you. That's right. Additional meanings for this card. It's time to leave a situation that you've outgrown. Question the validity of any rules that you've imposed on yourself. Allow the universe to support you while you make desired life changes. Be assertive and say no to anyone who's overstepping boundaries with you. That is another way to assert your freedom. No. That's a whole sentence. No. Period. No. And you're at a space where your divine feminine is being activated. I feel like the frequency changed. You know, sometimes I get on here and I get 20, 100, 200 people. I've got a small group of people because I genuinely feel like I'm talking to people, I want to say women, because I don't know everybody that's on here, who are twin flames. They're in a twin flame relationship. And their divine feminine is being activated, not just their feminine energy. Their divine feminine, that inner spark. And it's time for you to assert the magic, assert the boundaries, and not listen to your ego. Not listen to your personality, not listen to the gender roles or the standards, but really, really understand what role you're taking with your counterpart, whether you're in relationship or not. If they're calling towards you, if they're calling you, right? Because I have a friend who's a twin flame. I know she is. I've confirmed it, but she's not in partner with her flame. But he's calling to her. She's having dreams. She's losing weight suddenly. Like she was in a lull. She wasn't feeling sexy. And all of a sudden she just started losing weight. She could eat whatever she wants and she's losing weight. She's gotten so much more beautiful because she's like, I'm not going to fear it. I'm not going to fear dating or whoever's coming. I'm going to actively decide, okay, instead of me biting every man's head off who talks to me, I entertain them like, okay. She doesn't take them out or do anything. She just starts receiving the compliments instead of being turned off like, Her life is changing. Something of that sort is happening to you. If you are in partnership, you're being told, like I am being told to read this and not just do what I wanted to do because I wanted to do something different tonight. But Spirit said read. So I'm receiving, I'm receptive. I'm okay. Okay, Spirit. Okay, I'm good. I'm in my divine feminine. I can receive instruction. You know. So let's finish. Hina is a Polynesian and Hawaiian moon goddess who's considered so beautiful that no one can directly look at her. Wow. She felt compassion for the natives, so she threw down pieces of the moon to the islands to provide their material needs. The pieces of the moon turned into banyan trees, which the native people pounded into tapas, cloth, for the use for clothing and commerce. Call upon Hina for issues involving fertility, attraction and manifestation. Wow. The information that I've learned about Hina through the years was that she was married to a very restrictive partner who didn't want her to help the humans. And so she was trying to do things behind his back to help them. And she ended up having to leave, to run away from him so she could freely create and give as she wanted to. That's what I remember. But you might have to Google, because Hina's here in this reading, and she was in a deck of cards that she didn't need to be in. So that's, we're gonna keep it moving. Also, it's on page 40 and 41 for anybody. That's the lucky number, 40 and 41. I was told to say 40 and 41. The next card is Krishna. Let's move on to our next card, Krishna. Find the blessing in the current situation. So we have improvements to your outer world will bring activation and improvement to your inner world. We have always seek freedom in all that you do. You can say no, or you can say yes, as long as you don't disappoint yourself. Viola Davis told me that today on Instagram, because we're not actual friends, but like Wendy Williams used to say, in my head we're like friends. She's my whole mother. And she was talking to me on Instagram, and she said, disappoint every single person in your life if it means that you don't disappoint yourself. Make a point to disappoint as many people as you possibly can, as long as it prevents you from disappointing yourself, because you cannot break a promise to you. You have got to find a way. And if people are disappointed, well, they'll get over it. But you'll be devastated. You've got to live with that integrity, and then pour it forward. Thank you, Tristan. You feel me. I got you. My little filter. Hold on. There we go. So let's go to Krishna. Let's find Krishna. Got me doing the alphabets today. It's in alphabetical order. Thank goodness. JK. Wait a minute. H. A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Oh, it's not Krishna. Krishna is the name of the God, but the card is find the blessing in your current situation. That's my bad. It's in the F. Okay, here we go. Found it. Find the blessing in your current situation, Krishna. Every situation offers opportunities to grow and learn. When we curse a situation, we block its energy flow and things fester and grow worse. In contrast, as you reorganize and recognize the blessings within your current situation, supportive and healing energy flows toward you. This card comes to you because there is an unrecognized blessing within your current situation. Okay, so if you were here at the beginning of the live, I specifically said, because Diana was in there and Abuntia, and it was saying focused intentions. You have to be very careful what you allow yourself to hear and think, how you talk to yourself, because you are actively manifesting whether you believe you are or not. Some things are true whether you believe them or not. And this is reconfirming that with Krishna. It says, when we curse a situation, we block its energy flow. The example I gave is if somebody comes and steps on your toes, you're in your favorite outfit from head to toe, the earrings, the shoes, and they come and step on your toe, and your first instinct might be to cuss them out. Don't you see me? And then you're gonna just ruin your whole energetic makeup. Like how we put on CoverGirl, you're gonna ruin your whole energetic makeup responding that way, reacting that way. Reacting. The gift here that you're being bestowed with this secret information, this inner wisdom that's been given to you, is to learn how to respond to situations, because nothing happens by accident. That person stepped on your foot because they were supposed to. Your ancestors sent them over there to go step on your foot. Spirit did. Because you need that to happen. And your response should be more like, you just reminded me how much I love these shoes. Not vindictively, right? That's the divine feminine. That's the maturity, the spiritual maturity that is necessary to hold the wisdom of that high priestess that came up in the beginning, of that world card, of the ascension. Okay, they're asking me to verify myself. Look like somebody's logging into my account again. This happens every time, y'all. I watch other people's lives and they don't seem to be going through all this. Unable to verify. Don't do that. Okay, puzzle piece fit. Of course it did. Not today, Satan. We gonna ring this bell. Whoever tries to log into my page when I go into live, I see you. And I appreciate you making sure I stay on my toes. I appreciate it. I sometimes don't recognize the importance of the work that I do here. And every time that happens, going forward, I'm going to remember this is important work. I'm going to be challenged. So it's okay. Child, this verification and I mean, I must be keeping the hackers ready for Christmas, keeping them fed because they love my page, but that's okay. As long as they view my work, I'm okay. Give me them views. And I appreciate you making my space more important because sometimes I think I take for granted, I'm just a regular person. I love y'all. I love life. And it's been a tough road to get to here. And if I have to be reminded of what I've been through, thank God I don't look like what I've been through. So that was humbling. And I'll take it with stride. If somebody gonna step on my toes because spirit wants me to experience it. So, hey, I'm all prayed up. I'm all protected. I don't need to get angry about anything. I've got to keep learning. I'm a perpetual student. So here we go. Y'all like how I handled that? I'm your sis. I got you. Okay, so last thing we left off is recognize the blessing. Oh, wait. This card comes to you because there's an unrecognized blessing within your current situation. It could be something that you've learned or gained, for example. Recognize the blessing to accelerate the healing and the manifestation that's trying to come to you. Yes. Pop my collar and pat myself on the shoulder. Okay, Spirit, I see you. My manifestation's coming. Ooh, I got a butterfly feeling in my stomach. Okay. Somebody else out there manifesting too? Okay. Additional meanings for this card. Instead of worrying, pray and use positive affirmations. Know that everything is in divine and perfect order. This situation is resolving itself perfectly. You heal through the power of gratitude. A little reminder. That's exactly what we're talking about. Things are going to happen. The dog's going to bite and the bee's going to sting. People are going to get sick. Loved ones may pass away. And it's not happening to curse you. It's not happening because you're bad or you did something wrong. It's helping you. It's the contrast necessary for gratitude. You cannot understand light if you've never seen dark. If everything was light all of the time, we wouldn't even know it was light. We would just expect it to be. It's like children taking things for granted. The shadow and the dark, the rain, helps us to appreciate, oh yeah, I remember when it was sunny. Wow. And when the sun comes back out, it's so much different. You have to have had pain to respect those days when you're healthy, when it doesn't hurt, to appreciate it. We can all look back fondly and like children and about innocence, but until you've actually experienced devastation, if you're able to get back and have that butterfly fly past you and hear that giggle and be able to really take it in again and laugh again, whew, there's nothing like that. There is nothing like that second chance, that relief, that joy from being reborn after a catastrophe, after misery, after pain. So appreciate it. Appreciate that it's happened. Appreciate that your loved ones are not going to live forever. They're not supposed to. And I'll always mourn with you. I'm not callous. I'm not naive. It hurts. Whomever you've lost or whatever's going on, that's pain. It's real. But you're in a space, my divine feminines, to have the ascension, the maturity now. Spirit's counting on you to be able to appreciate and respect it. That's why you were called to this live. Great Live says, I am happy I finally got to catch it. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you did too. Thank you. So, finishing Krishna, we're almost done. We're almost done. You brought me back to earth, Shannon. I appreciate that. Krishna is the 8th incarnation of Vishnu, who is one of the 3 Hindu gods who oversees and protects earth and her inhabitants. He is a messenger of joy, happiness, romantic love, and spiritual teachings such as Bhagavad? I don't know about Bhagavad Gita, which is a text of Krishna's dialogues. Krishna brings blessings to whoever calls upon him. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for find the blessing in the current situation. That was awesome. We gonna change to chapter C, the other person's point of view. I can't pronounce the name. It's Avalokitesvara. Avalokitesvara. I know it's backwards for you, but Avalokitesvara. All right. We're going to find out what's going on with see the other person's point of view. Thank you, Krishna. That was powerful for me. I don't know if we can get an amen or a Krishna hoorah. You know, I'm non-denominational up in this camp. I'm full of love. I don't judge any perspective. And I'm talking about any. I'm not just talking about all the ones that are cute and light and happy. There's some dark practices I've learned about. And I may not be in practice of them, but I have a respect for the human psyche, the human need to see things, see other person's point of view. Look at me going on a rant. Spirit, you get me every time. Yes, I enjoy seeing other people's point of view, even if it frightens me a little, because in my life, I've had to do things even when I was scared, and it always worked out. So that's my advice. It worked out one way or another. Whatever I lost, I lost. But I learned. So let's see here. Here's Avalokitesvara. It says pronounced Avalokitesvara. Oh, I'm saying it all wrong. Avalokitesvara. There's no H, but it said Tashvara. Okay. You have strong emotions about the situation you are in, and you may feel upset, misunderstood, or used. Ooh. This card comes to you as a pathway to peace by asking you to consider others' points of view. You don't need to agree with others and other individuals. You're simply asked to understand their motivations. Let me read that again. You don't need to agree with these other individuals. I'm having a hard time. Hold on, let's try it again. You do not need to agree with these other individuals. You're simply asked to understand their motivations and to have compassion for their feelings. This process can positively shift the energy of power struggles, much like letting go of a rope during a tug of war. Let that marinate. Because standing your ground has been such an attractive way to behave these last 15, 20 years, to the detriment of a lot of people. And I'm talking about people who've lost their lives, but also people who've lost their minds to their ego. And they say, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm good, you're evil. And there was probably a time in our conscious development where we needed to start separating what was vile from what was viable, you know. However, there were women burned at the stake because they seasoned their food too good. They were called witches because they made people feel better. They got rid of infections. Not all of the witch trials had to do with hocus pocus, oogie boogie, mean spirited, like sort of black magic as it's called. Some of it was just your food is making my husband want to eat your food all the time, and there's something in it. It's called salt and pepper. But anyway, let me stop. Let's finish the book because I'll get to ranting. So, as you see the other person's point of view, you open the door for creative solutions to enter. Very nice. Door reference, another house reference like Vesta. Additional meanings for this card. See yourself through the eyes of any person you desire to know or to meet. Let go of defensiveness in your relationships. Look past the surface personality and see the divine within others. Forgive past hurts and start anew. And I must stay with that. The light in me recognizes the light in you. That is beautiful. That's self-explanatory. We're going to keep it moving. All right, so it's pronounced Avalokiteshvara, is an Eastern deity who watches over the world and hears all prayers. He's considered to be the male energy form of Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Avalokiteshvara, I'm going to say his name because he's in these cards and we're invoking that energy, we're learning. So I ain't going to call him by something else. Jaheim had a song about names, you know, talking about people had ghetto names. Ain't nobody got no ghetto name. They got the name that they was given by their mama and God. So we're going to call him by his name. But anyway, has elected to postpone his ascension, just like Kuan Yin, into Buddhahood until all of humanity is free. Until then, he's readily available to anyone who calls upon him for help with spiritual growth concerns. Okay, spiritual growth concerns. Ascension. The pearls are sliding on the string. It's all coming together, right? The beginning of this reading was to activate our divine feminines to understand that you've been imbued with spiritual wisdom that must be tested. And the activation symptoms, the ascension symptoms, is your cycles being off. And so now we're stepping into other helpmates, other lessons, other informations to help guide you with your inner work. Okay? We'll do a recap at the end because we've got one card left. Confirmation of the feminine, Lady Nada. For all my wives, mothers, sisters, and daughters, this is confirmation that divine feminine is being activated. Believe it or not, I'm a psychic. I didn't pick these cards. They picked me. And the theme from the beginning, when we first started pulling cards, what I was told is the divine feminine, and then the feminine is being activated. I'm silly all day, y'all. So let's read this last card. Okay, Lady Nada. Sounds like Lady Gaga. Let's see here. LMNOP. So before LMON. Here we are. Mother, wife, sister, daughter. Lady Nada. The issue that you've been asking about involves a significant woman in your life, such as your mother, wife, girlfriend, sister, or daughter. The first person who comes to mind is correct. Any unhealed feelings that you carry towards this person could be blocking or slowing the manifestation of your dreams. Light bulb. If we're going to be activated in the divine feminine, if we're going to look at our outer situations in our home, which is ruled by feminine energy, the mother, then we need to start looking at the people outside of ourselves. What situations with the feminine, the sovereign right of femininity, what are we blocking our blessings because we're still mad, still in disagreement, still in disconnection, or just still unforgiving with the females, the physical female beings in our lives? Because it's a full circle. You can fix your home up. You can light them candles. You can invite the divine. You can start understanding the feminine understanding of receptivity and activation. But if you say, I go fuck my mama, Excuse my language. If you saying fuck my sister, it doesn't mean you have to go talk to them. It doesn't mean you have to go on your knees and rectify the situation. It means it's time for you to view it differently, to understand the situation that happened. Hey girl. Oh, hi, it's so good to see you, XI. It's always so good to see you. But you've got to rectify the situation. You've got to be able to say, I understand why you stepped on my toes. It helped me to appreciate my shoes more. And you've got to let that go. It doesn't have to be the forgiveness that is mandated in some book. It's got to be the personal reflection and acceptance, accountability, that you don't have to hold anything with anybody that you don't want to. The freedom. You have the freedom to say, no, it's done. I don't feel anything because I'm not going to block my manifestations. You're just a person like me. You were activated by spirit to have this situation happen. And I don't judge. I observe now because I'm in an ascended space now. I understand that. I'm being called as a divine feminine. I'm not the girl, the woman that I was yesterday. I understand I have a higher calling. It doesn't make me better than you. It means I'm better than I was yesterday. And I got to make a different choice. That's what this card is saying. Any unhealed feelings you carry towards this person, and again, this is mother, wife, girlfriend, sister, or daughters in specifics, could be blocking or slowing the manifestations of your dreams, as well as leading to imbalances. This is a perfect time to call upon God, your guides, and your angels to release any toxins associated with past or present female relationships. Whatever woman came up while we're talking. Because sometimes we can just say, oh, she was a coworker. She's your sister on some level. Because it was deeper than her just being your coworker. Oh, it was just an ex-friend. She's something. She's a daughter, sister, mother, something to you. She was a wife. She was a work wife. She was a best friend type wife. She looked out for you. Something. There's a title there that's deeper than what your ego wanted to assign to this person. Whoever came up, that's the person. That's the person that you have to give that freedom to yourself to let go of. To let go of the rift. Because it happened on purpose. It was not an accident. And you have it in you to let it go. You don't get to look to your left and your right to get an example of what to do or to talk to someone. It's you. It's your inner authority with spirit coming straight through you. Your higher self, you and spirit are having a conversation right now. The Iyanla of it all. And you are strong enough to let this go. You don't need to ask your mom. You don't need to ask your friend. You don't need to ask your husband. You. So let's see here. Let's go back a couple words here. This is the perfect time to call upon God, your guides, and the angels to release any toxins associated with past or present female relationships. This process opens the way for healthy relationships with women, including your own feminine energy, including yourself. If you can let go of what that person did to you, you can forgive you for any times you let yourself down. That's exactly what I was talking about before. When I was talking to you about my conversation with Viola Davis in my head. She said, don't let yourself down because you cannot redeem that. Once you don't trust you, you think it's bad when you can't trust somebody else when they done told you they wasn't going to do something and then they did it. Imagine if you told yourself you was going to work out today and then you didn't work out. And you're just like, oh, it's not a big deal. You know, I'll work out another time. Well, what about when so-and-so told you they was going to come through with $20 and then when it came time, oh, I don't got it. Oh, don't worry about it. You know, it wasn't don't worry about it back then when they were asking you not to worry about it. But you want to talk to yourself any kind of way? You want to be like, oh, it's okay, Aquarius Empress, you can work out. No, I said I was going to work. So if I'm tired, I'm tired. If I will do a 5-minute workout just so I can look myself in the mirror and be like, I told you we was going to do it. So we're going to do it. And it's like that for these lives because I am an introvert. Y'all have no idea how difficult it was for my friends and family to get me to start producing and speaking online, producing readings. I was a nervous wreck. And every time I come on live, I have to force myself. I have to put on the head wrap and have a couple conversations with me. Get ready and get on this live because if I tell myself I'm going to do it, I got to do it. I can't let me down. So I hope this resonates. I hope this resonates with someone. With all you lovely beings this evening. I feel you. I'm with you. We are not separate. This is the message. It's talking to me too. Lord, is it talking to me. So let me tell you. Let's see what we got. Your own feminine energy. That's where we left off at. Additional meanings for this card. Balance your masculine and your feminine energy by practicing giving and receiving on a daily basis. Like I was just saying, working out. You literally, we think as children, we teach children it's very polite to share, or you know, if you give a gift, you receive a gift. If it's like the little Valentine's party thing, we used to make little paper brown bags or little boxes where you put your little Valentine's gift for everybody and everybody got one. You give it and you receive it. It's not that simple. Giving and receiving becomes more complex as our metabolism to digest the ideology of it matures. The receptivity that is necessary for this feminine activation, and I'm fixating on the feminine because that's what I've been told to do tonight, is the kind of receptivity that when you want to do something else, but you are instructed by spirit, by the situation itself to do something else. Are you gonna listen? Are you gonna fully receive it? Because you can hear it, because your ears work. Your inner ear works, your third eye works. But are you gonna listen? Are you gonna be changed by it? Listening doesn't always mean commanded. It doesn't mean, hey, I told you to do this, so you better do it. No, listening means I'm changed. I not only heard it, I was like, I am now contemplative. I am now going to add that to my repertoire of thought. Now, if I decide to follow through with it, hey, it's my choice, right? Listening is not commanding someone. Spirit is not looking to command you. You have free will. And so when Spirit was offering me things, I had to decide like, but I want to do it this way. But then I'm like, let me listen. And when I thought about it, I wasn't commanded to do it. And it's the same thing in your life as a feminine being. There might be people who you want them to do something a certain way. But if you're in your highest feminine, it's not about commanding them. First, be able to check yourself about how do you really listen? How do you really receive? Can you switch and change your attitude and perception on a dime because somebody told you? Or does it take some time to mull it over and make sure you're making a good decision for yourself? Do you need to feel the repercussions of not doing it yourself? Whether you're an adult or a child, everyone needs to be able to learn from their failures, from the repercussions of their own actions. That's how you fully learn something. It's just that adults have to simultaneously take responsibility for the decision, whereas children, they still have their parents to lean on. So ask yourself, how quick am I to listen? If it ain't that quick, if you're being real, then don't require somebody else to be super quick. Chris West invites you to co-host. Chris West. Okay, I don't know who that is. We're going to go for it.
Hey, what's up, Auntie?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I've never done a co-host before. How are you? What are you up to this evening?
Oh, so you never battled before?
I've never done that.
Oh shit. So you don't have no smoke then, huh?
I got some incense. I can bring smoke. Listen, I'm gonna light it right now. Hold on. We're gonna try this out. All right. Oh, he hung up with me. I don't even know what I was about to get myself into. That was interesting. Spirit has a way. All right, well, it ended. He hung up on me, y'all. That was real different. All right, well, that was a little excitement for the night. All right. I was about to get an incense. He talking about bring the smoke. I don't know. If it was corny or not, I don't care. I'm having a good time. Hey, Shay. Y'all got to teach me how this all works. Shannon, I don't know what's going on. I'm am a introvert. I was minding my business up until September, and I just decided to come out the house. So he asked me to make him a co-host. I was gonna do it. Listen, I don't know, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's an age gap thing or we don't be on the internet like that. But that was different. All right, well, let's see the feminine. The feminine. I received it. I went for it. I went on a little adventure. I would like to have every feminine, divine feminine on this live. Challenge yourself. When he was a masculine, right? He's not my divine masculine, but he was a masculine. He asked. So I was like, okay, I'm game. He left. Okay, I'm not any different. It was fun. We had fun. All right. Okay. All right. Let's finish this card, ladies. Let's finish this card. Lady Nada, rather, is an ascended master who works with Saint Germain and Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael came up in the last reading. Look at that. They work together. Coincidence? I think not. To help bring about balance of the male and female energies to the world. In the world. Her name signifies the beautiful sound of the void of silence. Nada. Nothing. Nada. Ooh, that's interesting. Where peace is found. You can call upon Lady Nada to help you find peace with both females and males in your life, and also to harmonize and balance masculine and feminine energies with yourself. Okay. All right. And this is on page 53. They asked me to look at the page number. I don't know what 53 means for y'all. I know 5 and 3 makes 8. That is a infinity on its side, infinity symbol. 8 is Scorpio energy. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the theme of the reading. But let's put all this energy together. Before we call it a night, let's do our final overview. I'm still laughing at you saying I got incense. I don't think he liked that, Shannon. I don't think he's on the same frequency, but that was great. I had such a good time. Hey, let's see if he calls again. He gonna think twice before he pick up and dial my number or whatever the hell he did to be on my page. Stuff be coming up on the page. I don't know. Sometimes y'all send gifts, which I'm so grateful for. But I'm like, what's happening? Like there's magic stuff. It's great. And that was just a fun thing. So we'll see if he calls again. But he gonna learn today. Don't knock on every door. Okay. But again, Vesta was our first card. Home and hearth, sacredness, being able to control your outward environment to remind you of your inner flame. Then we got freedom. With Hina is about being able to. He didn't want your smoke. He sure did it. I'm like, oh, them. Hold on, let me break up. Let me break out of what we're talking about, because his inner demons. They didn't like this camphor. I don't know. I was going, just let me light it. You want some smoke? I got smoke for you. I'm in my lane. My lane is the spiritual lane. Ashe, okay? We gonna pray for him. He gonna be all right. You don't step into my auric field and think you gonna mud it up. No, sir. Freedom, right? No is a whole sentence. I went forward with spirit first, not with my ego. I'm in my divine feminine. And my sisters watching today are in their divine feminine. We ain't gonna go nowhere without freshening up, without our incense. Okay? Our makeup is our spiritual makeup, our inner working. Before we get fly, we get right. Okay? Find the blessing in the current situation. That was Krishna. And so, with building your exterior to match your interior, to remind yourself to always choose freedom, and all your choices, your yeses and your no's should lead you to complete freedom. It doesn't mean even if you don't step out of your house, you never are encaged in or boxed in. No one should have you feeling that way. And find the blessing in the current situation, being able to be grateful for everything that you have is how you manifest more. So if all I've got is a can of beans, the fact that I have the can of beans, I love it. See the blessing. It doesn't matter if you fussing and fighting with your man. Y'all are together for a reason. He gives you somebody to bounce things off, someone to talk to. There's something to be grateful for every situation. And that's what that's about. I'm not about having you be in conflict and struggle. It's not like that. It's more like, let me just step back and remember why we're even fighting, because we're together. We're together. See the other person's point of view. Speaking of conflict, that you're being asked as you step into your divine feminine to be able to see the other person with compassion. So that even if you don't agree with what they're believing or saying, that you can at least understand their motivations and what it means for them. You can be upset that someone stole bread from you, but you can also find out why they stole it. You can also figure, a way to put yourself in their shoes. And that's all that spirit is asking you, to help you elevate your energy, to not cast judgment. It's not just religious. It's a practice, like the eightfold practice. The more you do it, the more it becomes natural to just not even judge anybody or anything, not have any attachment to outcomes or outlooks. And then the last one was Lady Nada, mother, wife, sister, daughter, the females, the physical females in your life, not just the energy. Whoever comes up first out of mother, wife, sister, daughter, whoever comes to mind, even if it's a friend, somewhere in your life she was your sister. Somewhere in your life she was a daughter to you. Somewhere in your life she was a wife to you. She was helping you out and looking out for you, and y'all may have fallen apart. That is the person that you have an attachment to in a negative sense that is blocking your blessings, and it's time for you to change your mind. You do not have to call her. You do not have to write her. What you do have to do is pray to yourself, to spirit, that you gain the understanding of the reason why you had the conflict, why you came together, and appreciate that if she was the one that stepped on your shoe, that's what spirit wanted her to do. She was supposed to do what she did. She was called to action. Invite Sexy Lady 52. Okay, to join your live. Okay, Sexy Lady, I'm actually getting ready to shut it down. I appreciate that. That's a confirmation for feminine energy, but not tonight. We about to shut it down. Sexy Lady. That just came in my head when I heard that. Anyway, please know that is what spirit wants you to meditate on. I'm silly. And that it's okay to let it go. That it's okay to offer that forgiveness, because she is you. She is the part of you. Give me number, girl. Shoot, I'm trying to give you them lotto numbers. I'm trying to make all of us win. Okay. You want my number? I will hit you up later. I will hit you up. I thought you meant look. I'm always looking for lotto and money. I'm trying to make all of us prosper, but I got you. We'll talk. Please know that's what spirit wants you to meditate on. That being able to let go of the hurt, the problems, the conflict that you had with the women in your life helps you to forgive yourself. Helps you to be okay and receive the blessings that spirit was giving you, because you've ascended. You're not just on your feminine, you're on your divine feminine, LOL. Divine feminine. You are divine feminine. And you've been bestowed with wisdom, and you know that you have. You know that you're on a higher path. So don't let yourself down. If you have to disappoint every single person, I don't care if it's your children, Do not disappoint yourself, and they will appreciate that in their lives. They will respect you when they're old enough to understand. That is our message for the night. I had the best time. The best. I see we're at 5.5. We didn't quite get to 10,000. I will, next time I get on live, if we get to 10,000, I'll do a full out free reading. For now, I'm going to stick to the collective. Spirit held my hand through this. I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. Check out my page for more lives. I'll be coming back. I don't know how long TikTok is going to be operating. Oh, thank you so much for the roses. I've heard that it's shutting down in January. I'm not plugged into the internet enough, but I tell you what, I do have a YouTube by the same name that I'm still renovating. Aquarius Empress, Sanative Spiritual Consultation. Check me out on YouTube. I will be there. But for now, I'll see you on another live. I love you guys. Y'all have a good night. Bye.